anymore. Hopefully, I haven't lost my crowd. Hopefully, there will be some dedicated souls that will watch my other channel. We'll see if they pop up. Thank you very much for being here, though. To anybody who missed a live, again, I have to wait. I think I gotta check in. It's either June or July 10th from the original channel that everybody watches. This is Phil, uh, older and alone. So I'm just saying, hello, Lisa. Hello. The very first, oh, sorry, I hit this thing. How are you, Lisa? One of my dedicated people. I love you. Nice to see you. I'm doing fine. I hope you're doing fine. A lot has happened. How are you? How is everything? Sorry, it's been, I can only imagine for the followers how crazy things, uh, weather, telling you. Yeah, sorry, it's a boring Sunday for you. So, just in case people don't know, I'll get right to it before God only knows what happens. The Older and Alone channel, I screwed up. I was taking videos I thought were popular, and I wasn't doing it correctly. I was just taking someone else's videos without putting my own little clip. They were okay in it. And it was kind of getting trendy, and I said, okay, let me run with this. Then all of a sudden, so far into it, they just cut the legs out from underneath you. All right, again, this is all the YouTube learning process. So I've learned. Been busy growing. Oh, hang on. Didn't have to use these for a while. Let's see. Been busy growing kidney beans, pink beans, and bell peppers. Good for you. I haven't. You know what I could do? I've been growing the hydroponics inside. I got some lettuce, some celery, cucumbers, and something else. But yeah, I've been going slow process. Again, it's my first time trying to grow stuff, and I don't know. See what's going on. Other than that, I missed all you guys. I really do. I miss all you people. Trying to, you know, trying to post. I don't know what they allow on my old YouTube channel when I do post. I know they told me I'm not supposed to do anything on the channel. But in desperation to let people know where I'm going, what I'm doing, because everybody had a ton of questions, what happened. I didn't do any videos, but I've been doing posts trying to send people to my other channels. I have like 3 different backup channels that doing different stuff just to keep up with people. No, I know it takes a while it's been going. You know what I did do? I have 1 or 2 channels that were popular, but say you grow, I don't know if you're a creator or not, Lisa, but when you have a channel, it's doing good, you run with it. And then you get like, okay, I could fit in another channel, I can do this, I can do that. And all of a sudden you got 3 or 4 channels and you're just trying out ideas, like throwing it out there. Some fizzle, some take off a little bit. And then if you get 2 channels, you sit there and say, okay, this is taking a lot of my time. What do I want to run with? That's the problem. What do I want to run with? It's very rough. Trust me, enjoy your life. It's fun. It really is. I enjoy the people. I enjoy meeting new people. I enjoy the questions. I enjoy the back and forth. You do have a sense of community, which I don't have around here, so it's very important to me. But like I said, it was out of desperation I got those other channels, which one I have I think it's 700 viewers, and I have another one with, oh, I went back to my Zeta Male Unscripted, and I'm not as harsh on the Modern Woman, but I've learned different things and kind of it helped propel me to be a better creator. I'll give that positive. I like to find the positive in every negative situation. How is New Hampshire? Well, right now, it's a little chilly. It is blue sky with some puffy, nice clouds, but it's chilly. I had to get the trash done. I was gonna go for a bike ride, but it was 49, and I said, it just squeezes the fun right out of doing stuff. I'm an early morning person. Uh, I'll say thank you, Lisa, just because you're the only one right now that showed up. Yeah, how hot is it? But yeah, it's crazy, and I am building. Uh, I'm building audiences in different channels, but even when I haven't given up on the older and struggling channel, I just have to adjust things. You kind of got to adjust things. So when I finally get back on track, things will be just talking and just handling problems and all that stuff. Is it hot? I hear you. I'd rather have, well, not too hot. I'm older. I like a little 70s, 70 to 80. You get past 80 and it's like, whew, okay. Uh, Other than that, so I'd like to get back on that. Obviously, the couple of $100 that I was doing was fine. That's all I was doing. It was weird though. It had dropped off to nothing and they just snatched that away from you. So I would say to any creator that's watching this, do not rely on anything steady because you're playing YouTube's game. And unless you're playing by the book, 85 degrees, oh, I'd love to have that, Lisa. But anyways, the YouTube game is fun, but don't count on it. Count on it as a savings, a blessing, and you're doing something right because they will kick the legs out from underneath you faster than you can say, "Whew, I didn't know that was possible." But I'm having fun. So I'm in limbo on the other channel. So keep an eye, keep subscribed, hopefully, and all that good stuff. Because as soon as I get back on track, I'm putting out a post. Gonna start doing videos again, but I got another month or two. But the other ones, rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off, reactions. That's just a channel I started. And then I have the Zeta Male Unscripted. That's the most popular. I got like 2,400 subscribers. That's building slowly. Then I got Nostalgia TV. That's my kind of 80s clips, which is fine. It's just getting myself out there. I have 5 other channels that I started and just kind of fizzled. They're just waiting in the wings. I'm not even touching those. You get too busy. Life goes on. You can't, you literally can't do everything. But glad to see you here, Lisa. What's up for the weekend or the end of the weekend? Is it too hot to do anything? Huh, Lisa? I got to cook. I'm making a steak today. Making a steak, maybe mashed potatoes, some peas or corn, small stuff. Then I'm making some roasted chicken for tonight's dinner. So right after this, I'll make my steak. Too hot, really? I hope you have AC. Man, I'm also, just in case you didn't know, I'm trying to get, like I said, I'm trying to get on the bike, but I've just been cleaning the house, doing stuff with the extra time. That's really about it. Just working. Life itself is just doing stuff. So, Lisa, let me ask you this. Do you find it tough? I think you're my age. I'm not sure. I forget. Um, but I'm in my late 50s. I find it harder, or I should say, I'm not. Oh, okay, 57. Cool. Um, I'm not. I don't want to say willing. I don't want to say I'm set in my ways. I can plan out a good day, but getting to it, there are other things that come up at my age. Let's see. Are you still going to get an I have Instagram. Uh, I am on Instagram. I think I could be wrong. I think it's small p Buono. I think with the line on the bottom. So if the letters are here, the line's here, and then it says 1967. So look for me there. P Bono at, or not at, I forget what it's called, the bottom dash, and then 1967. So I'm on there. I just do some videos. I tried X. I can't get anything going. I don't know. I tried Bumble, not Bumble, Rumble, and that's kind of, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just throwing things out there. Nothing serious. I do a video every once in a while, and I don't know if they're bots or like Instagram. I get tons of people calling me, and they're all. I don't understand it. Everybody's a cartoon over there, so I'm not sure. You ever notice that, Lisa? Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Um, but it's weird. It's just like I said, not. I've learned the most valuable lesson from this. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Not that I'm trying to be a huge superstar. Hey, if it happens, wonderful. If it doesn't, you get that reality check. But I've learned play by the rules. Not that I think I did anything wrong because I wasn't sure. I hear you. I hear you. Uh, but other than that, it's a huge learning experience. Plus, it forced me to open up different avenues. And that's really what is interesting to me. Um, and I'm fine with it. Facebook, I don't consider Facebook, I'm not sure. I'm on Facebook. I am on Facebook. I forget what I'm on under. Um, so I am on Facebook. Look under Phil Bono. Um, it's more of I hear from the community, I hear from old friends, but to do the YouTube stuff on Facebook, I don't know if it's set up like that. I don't use it like that. I'm not sure. I don't know about you, Lisa. But I don't know. It's such a learning experience, and you're probably better off not being a creator. It was fun. I've been doing it for years, different stuff, and it's funny, I've watched other creators that I don't even know. Um, but it's funny who you kind of keep in touch with as another creator because that just started happening. It's been years where I couldn't, it's just found creators that didn't even want to talk to each other. It's weird. But there's a couple of guys like Gen X Jacob that I don't know where he is in Ohio or something like that. Um, he went through the same, not demonetized, he went through the same crap that I was going through, and where all the numbers just dropped, plummeted, and you do your thing. And he's trying to get his channel going. Like I said, if you're ever interested, he's more AI he's a brainiac, I think. Great guy, though. He seems like a smart guy. He's got the long hair, beard, mustache, glasses, that kind of stuff. Nice guy that I've talked to him. But we've been going back and forth, and he just seems like he's struggling too. I try to, not that I'm in the position to give tips, but I do have on one of my channels more. So maybe I give people tips if they want them and about growth. And like I said, you don't have to listen to me. Uh, Sorry, I was reading a Facebook thing that was up there. Uh, but I don't know. Just updating. It's really what this is for. Uh, it's just getting your followers to come over. The people. I mean, there's like probably like I'd probably say 100 out of the 10,000 plus people that I have subscribed to my channel, Lisa. You only got about 100 that are true follow you anywhere type of people. And I try to do what I can do. And I know a lot of people are lost. I still follow stuff like that. Who sings? I like his singing too. What did I miss? Who sings? Who did I mention that sings? I don't know. Um, but I tell you the truth, as weird as it sounds, getting demonetized has shown me a lot of life lessons. And I'll be talking about this when I get back up and going on Older and Struggling. Oh, Jake Riley. No, I don't know who Jake Riley is. Talk to me. Who is Jake Riley? Country singer? That's what it sounds like. I don't know. Or a pop star? I don't have no idea. I don't follow the mainstream. You know, like the last thing I followed, you're gonna laugh, was the newest person was Britney Spears. And I know she's old school now, but oh, deputy sheriff. I have no idea. Um, okay, okay. Again, I still don't know, but sounds cool. Uh, that's nice. But it's just I can't wait to jump back in the ring of the Older and Struggling crowd. I hope, it's weird. I'll tell you one thing, Lisa. For as many months as I'm going to be gone off the air, it takes about, I would say, if you take off a month, they almost don't even know you disappeared. If you take off 3 months, some will, some won't. Because everybody's doing so much of whatever else. And you only got those certain people, hopefully like you, and there's like a group of other people that consistently follow you. And it's great. And I've gotten a handful of people on the demonetized station, a struggling one, that actually said, "Where did you go?" That's awesome. That's like, wow, that's touching. But other than that, you can do 6 months and it's weird. You just come back and just let the people know what I'm up to, what I'm trying, what I'm doing. So the more you communicate with people, if they still like your message, that hopefully they do, they just go, no problem, come on back, we'll start. It takes a while, but they'll get back to you. I just don't like the way YouTube messes with the numbers, if they do, because it's weird. I had, I think it was 10,300 people, and it was nice. But like almost 3, 4 weeks later, it was down by 100. And I go, I couldn't even tell you how who I subscribed to unless it was recently. Maybe because I'm busy. I would never go to someone and go, "Oh my God, I hate that person now. I'm unsubscribing." That's just me. I mean, once I've subscribed to a channel, you got me. That's it. I use it as a reference, and tastes always change, stuff like that, but it's fine. So, are there any summer plans, Lisa? What's going on? Uh, I'm going to be biking. Lisa, what state or country do you live in? I forget. Um, Gonna be doing some biking. The the tires are all pumped up on all the bikes. I have Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I walk all day for my job. I mean, I'm basically it's service tech for pest control. Oh, okay, Florida, nice, thank you. Um, I do pest control. I get in and out of the truck. I go to people's houses, solve their ant problems, their cockroaches, mice, rats, all that kind of stuff. So I'm walking all day long, which is plenty. I want to do something different. I love the bike. I can't sit on, I've noticed over the years, I've figured out I can't sit on a stationary bike. Even if I'm watching TV, it's too monotonous. That's why I got 4 or 5 bikes, and they're all do different stuff. And I got my favorite ones are the mountain bikes. You don't have to worry about pinch flats and road racing bikes, and they're too delicate, but they're beautiful. So what I like to do, last year I made the mistake of just riding in the mornings, which I was lucky if I got out Saturdays and Sundays. Now, my community in New Hampshire here, I got about, I don't know, 10, 20 streets over here. So I'm thinking as soon as I get home, I am just going to change, grab a bike, and ride around the community. Now, my thought is even if I get 20 minutes, 25 minutes every single day, that's fine. It's better than nothing. I'm just trying to lose more weight, and I get a little bit I could lose. I have started lifting more, trying different exercises, stuff like that. I want to be healthier as I approach my 60s. Um, Nothing too obsessive or, geez, I used to be the bodybuilding days in my 20s. It was everything was obsession. That's how you dedicated. That's how you got to things. That's how you, especially that way of thinking. It was throw yourself into it, and you will get there. At this age, it's like I have an idea, but I still have life to live. What do I want to do? I don't need to be a superstar at it. I just want to have fun at it and make sure it's enjoyable. That's what's important to me in my life at this moment right now. I tell you the truth, the best thing, quick little tip. Did you ever see the kettlebells where they have the handle on the weight? I've seen enough videos, women and guys. It's just easy. You get, and I would suggest start off, you can never go too light. Start off with 3, 5, then go 10, 15, 20. And if I don't know how heavy you want to go, but grab a bunch of those weights if you can. This is what I do with my dumbbells, and just figure out exercises. You got the hands over ones for the triceps. That's always good because it's all tricep. Uh, like I said, I'm not trying to get big. I'm just trying to stay in shape, make sure my strength is there. So I'm doing, shoulder exercises, mainly front and back, biceps. My friends call it the beach workout. Shoulders, chest, arms. Yeah, I do some legs. I'll get a lot of my exercise from that, from the bike. I have 2 weights, so it's not a problem. That's nice. Now, don't forget to challenge yourself, though. Again, don't get obsessed. I don't know what your lifestyle's like. Uh, it's now consistently. That is the key, Lisa. Consistently. I don't know if you have a lot of weight to lose or you're a skinny mini. I don't know, but I got the average dad bod, I guess. Let's see. I have a lot of muscle from my bodybuilding days, and I've kept it up. Uh, okay. Do you think you have a lot of weight to lose? You walk. Do you do something every day? That's the other question. No, I don't. I don't want you to overdo it. That's for sure. But you should, within reason, cost, time, fun wise. Um, I think you should mix it up. Do some, say you're looking at the week. Do you work full time or do you have a part time job? Are you a stay at home mom? I don't know. But I like the weekends, 2 or 3 times a week. Yes, definitely slowly. I like to exercise one day, do weights another day. Now, I make it convenient for myself. I have the hand grippers, which I don't have right near me. Um, I have one on my bed because I sleep in this full size bed and it's huge for me. So I just lean over when I'm bored and that's because I have arthritis. So I do all that and keeps everything gripped. My weights are right in the bedroom. I live by myself, so I do things easily. That's good. That's for sure. You know, it's what's weird is I actually got a part-time job at Lowe's in New Hampshire, and I'm starting this week, and I'm excited for that. Just because my job is great, but they don't give you 40 hours. It's tough. I don't know if it's the new economy or what. I like reading, but I can never find myself finding time. Now, I have an hour drive each way to work. So, what I like to do, I did it once. Um, I like to put in the audiobooks. Now, again, I can't do that in my present car 'cause I don't have a CD, and I don't know how to do it the other way. Um, I hear there are massive layoffs. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough, I guess. I'm just trying to number one, make ends meet, pay your bills, have some fun, live life to the fullest, whatever you can do, type of stuff. Um, but I'm definitely in my household restructuring. Let's say that it is crazy out there. Absolutely. Don't forget to have some fun. That's for sure, Lisa. I don't know what you consider fun, but don't forget to have fun because I know a lot of years I was taking care of my mom. If someone asked me what I did for fun, I couldn't answer them. I was so depressed and I didn't even realize it, and I was so drained. It was crazy. I'm just saying, a lot of people forget as we get older and older. That's cool. I like to break things up. Like I said, I like to have, as I get older, closer to retirement, I like to obviously have a structured paycheck coming in. But other than that, I like to have options of what I could do, but everything's movable type of thing. Meaning, I'll have a list of stuff like today. I have all week long, I write down what I want to get done. Then I write down next to it stuff I need to get done. And of course, the needs put away clothes, wash clothes, mow the lawn, take out the trash, that kind of stuff. Those are needs. And if I can find some fun stuff, absolutely. And it just gets rolled over. But, just like my office that I'm in now, the other side of my desk, always something I could do, you know, neaten up the desk, keep things more organized. Um, I can't wait. Like I said, getting a bike. I got a bike rack that needs to go on my car. It's a little chilly, and I'm a baby about it, and I just don't feel like going out right now. And I knew I was doing this. Then I got to eat. Then I'll probably relax. I got to clean up after cooking. This is just small stuff. Then you sit in your butt and you go, that TV show looks good. And there's 2 hours. There's 3 hours. It's funny. But it's okay because I had a buddy once that said that I didn't realize it until he said it. He goes, every once in a while, you just need one of those days that you sleep late, and do absolutely nothing. Don't do anything. If you can afford it and your house isn't going to fall in and you got plenty of food, you got plenty of money for now, just be a couch potato and watch TV and do this all day. And that sometimes that's fun. It really is. I don't do that enough. Uh, I keep myself busy. I like to keep busy. Like I said, I got YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and two or three others that I check in on and you bounce around. Plus, I'm also doing videos. I'm not complaining. I love doing it. But because of the demonetization thing, I've actually streamlined and found better ways to do different videos. And I just didn't know what I was calling them. So yeah, absolutely. So right before my alarm, again, I my mind's still fine, and I set off an alarm 5 minutes before the live show. I said, no, I talked to Siri, and I'll say, Siri, set off an alarm, whatever, 5 minutes before this. And I'll do two or three just to make sure that I'm on time. I don't forget things. Because as you get busy, you forget things. But you got to enjoy life. Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell you, just going through life, you know, I'll ask you this, Lisa, because you said you're my age. In your 20s, did you have any clue what your 50s would be like? I didn't. I couldn't even, maybe I was just too busy. I don't know. I don't think I'm short sighted. I'm just thinking, I don't know. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But it's just weird. So I'll take another thing. As you might not know, I have a Prius. I love it. But now I'm getting into, I want more enjoyable ride. So I'm thinking on getting a more of a trading it in and getting, because it's getting up near 100 and something. I hear you. I want a more enjoyable car, moonroof, more bells and whistles, all that kind of stuff for the more enjoyable ride coming and going. So that's why I'm thinking trading in the Prius and getting some type of a luxury car, not like a BMW, just maybe an Avalon, Toyota Avalon, mid range, but something comfortable ride, better seats. Like I said, I keep saying at 57, I want to be maybe 4, maximum 5 more years at my job I'm at. And what I do after that, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I might want to just change careers. That's what I think. And that's the plan I have right now for the future. And every year it changes because life happens, as you know. But that's the plan. And you're right. It's funny you say that. You're right. Um, I can't imagine my life at 80 at all. God, I hope I'm here. I hope you're here. I hope we're all here. Now, the plan I have for my life at 80 is to be in better shape, eating better. And that's why I'm kind of working and incorporating stuff into life as daily habits to, by the time I'm 80, you know, I hope, it's weird. When I see people in their 50s, I'm at that point. I'm sure you've done the same thing. You ever look at someone and go, that's what 50 looks like? Do I look that bad? Oh my God. That kind of thing. Do you ever do that? Because I do that all the time. Ooh, asthma, huh? Why? Asthma won't take you out, will it? I know it slows you down. Do you have an inhaler? That kind of stuff? Um, Now, I think outside the box, and I'm a conspiracy theory. Can you get over asthma health wise? Is there a way to make your lungs better? Not medically, but physically type of thing. Like, can you walk a little more or do something to strengthen your lungs instead of just taking an inhaler? I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you something. What's that? What do you say? Most people with asthma don't really. Now, all right, you have that knowledge. What is the lifespan, if you know, of your family? That's what I go. That I go. That's a big chunk that I go for. So I am a conspiracy theorist. And I know this might blow your mind, and you might never have heard this. At my other house, I had a neighbor that had MS, and I keep hearing that what is it? The smoking, the nicotine patch. Nicotine is actually healthy and it cures things. That's why they don't want us certain things during COVID. It was weird. They didn't want you smoking or something like that. I keep hearing a lot more that I get more into it. And I don't know if you believe in it. I don't know if I believe in it. It really is one of those things that people have been ingrained and brainwashed to think it's bad, to stay away from it. But it's weird. The more I find out, like for instance, cigarettes, it wasn't the nicotine that I keep hearing was bad. It was all the carcinogens and other drugs and everything else that was in the cigarettes, not the nicotine. And I don't know if it was the nicotine that was uh, addictive. Again, I was told by people and that in case something like big happened, you should have the nicotine patches as a possible cure in your cabinet. So I haven't ordered them yet, but I'm thinking about just getting a low dose, not to keep it on me, but just to have them just an option. My nephew's grandmother died at age 71. My sister's friend daughter died at 35, both due to their asthma. So how do you care for your asthma? Can you not walk good? Do you use an inhaler? You say you do a little bit of walking? Where are your limits, if I can ask? You don't have to answer me if it's too personal. Um, because, again, being conspiracy theorists, uh, I don't listen to the doctors really, not too much, because they're only passing on what they are taught. And they don't really know anything about. Okay, that's fine. Um, I am a. I've always been this way. If someone tells me I can't do it, it pushes me harder to not only do it, but figure out in different ways to do it. Like if I was really gung ho at 57 to start running a marathon and someone said, nah, you can't do that, you're too old, I would be offended. I'm just saying. Well, that's good. That's good. I'll give you, for instance, when I first got my arthritis, it's a two-part story. I went to a doctor, and she happened to be 400 or 500 pounds. And not only was she telling me about how to be healthy, and I went, I don't want to insult her. So I didn't want to tell her that, why am I taking advice from you that you're overweight? So obviously, don't tell me how to lose weight, type of thing. Um, but I also, that same doctor, I think, told me she took five or no, I think it was 5 or 10 glucosamine pills that I was taking. And I remember she said, "Oh, I know it does work, but you got to take a whole bunch and this and that." And I figured out for my arthritis, I only need one pill a day. It all depends on where you buy it. And I figured out you got to learn. Number one, if you're into the natural stuff like I am, it takes time. I've learned you can't go to a pharmacy because obviously they're not going to sell something that's better than the drugs that make them more money. It's all about money. I'm just saying. So I can't go to a pharmacy, and even places like Walmart, I've tried it. And all right, so the vitamin D thing. Obviously, you have a job. I'm not sure. Do you have an inside or an outside job? Because I've looked into vitamin D for a while, and you get a lot of vitamin D from the sun. Now, with that said, no job. Okay. I've heard, and again, I don't know because I've never been sickly. You use a lot of vitamin D, number one. And I've heard you get a lot of vitamin D from the sun. That's why I don't know. Maybe it's contributing because I'm out all day long every single day for my job. And I've always been pretty healthy. It could be hereditary. I don't know. But because my mother went on vitamin D as she was older, and she was in her 80s. And then I heard other studies saying the amount of vitamin D that you take in pill form isn't anywhere near enough to really help you get going. What about sitting out in the sun, as in reading a book or sitting in a window, near a window or something like that? I know it's probably hot. Maybe you could do like some type of compromise where you got AC running and you're in the sun or something like that. Still not enough, huh? That's weird. But I don't know the situation fully. Um, all I can say is never give up. That's all I can say. Because when you give up, that's the next step to death. You can't give up at all. No matter, I've told people and people told me, as long as you're breathing, Lisa, never give up and there's always hope because you never know. Yeah, I understand. Again, I don't know how busy you are and I don't know what else is going on, but now why don't you investigate if you have an open mind, like when you get on YouTube or Facebook, ways, just punch in ways to get more vitamin D. And then let that take you down the rabbit hole of different stuff and what direction, and your mind will be opened a little bit if it's not already. So there's so many different things. There might be different commercials or something else might be pulled in. And I just find it interesting. Never stop learning, Lisa, that's for sure. The gummies are interesting. That's cool. I didn't even know there were vitamin D gummies. Huh, that's interesting. I tell you, the gummy thing, what was I taking? I was taking some kind of herb. I forget what it was, but it was a form of gummies, and it was good. It was fun. It was good. It was easy. I was like, wow, absolutely. So I want to say hello. We got 3 people in the house. Hello to everybody. Join in the chime in. We got about 10 to 15 minutes left. We're just jibber jabbering, helping people, doing things. See, that's a great attitude, Lisa. I like learning new things. You have to. You have to. As we get older, Lisa, got to keep this going. I physically saw it with my mother with her dementia. Yeah, I know. Yay, 3 people. Not like the good old days, huh? Which I thought was great. It'll build back up. We'll be back in the saddle, Lisa. Don't worry. Right now, we're not even popular for the scammers to come in, but that's okay. As long as everybody's having fun. Uh, are you a positive person, Lisa? I like to think I am positive. I'm always striving to make things better, easier, faster in my life. You have to. You have to. And I just want to say again, thank you for joining me today because you've made my Sunday. Absolutely. It's nice to hear and talk to a friend that from before. And even though you get put back in your place for a little bit, we'll be back. That's for sure. But it's just fun. Like I said, my perfect day would be 70 degrees and get I love to get everything I have to get done before noon. Now, being in Florida, especially where it gets hot, I don't know if you're the same way. I would do the same thing. I have a outside question. Do you have alligators near you? That's weird. The throat hasn't talked for a while. But yeah, I just enjoying things, you know. But I get all kinds of things. We'll call it reorganizing. Oh, in the lakes? Okay. Really? There's not alligators in society or population areas more? I would think they'd be all over the place. They just stay where they are, huh? That's cool. Because it's weird. You know what we had up in no, it wasn't New Hampshire. It was in it was in, because I'm seeing as the weather changes, um, at the Cape in Massachusetts, for the first time ever last year, we had pink flamingos at the beach. If that doesn't tell you that the weather is changing, it's the weirdest and wildest thing. Pink flamingos in Massachusetts? Wow. Now, yeah, I know. Before, now I know the water's getting warmer because I'm going to go back to even the 70s and 80s when I was a kid to a teenager and adolescent. You could go in the water, there weren't too many sharks. But the 2000s, right around there, great white sharks were spotted everywhere. So they're coming up. Plus, the seals were coming closer, which brought the prey and the food. And right now, I wouldn't go anywhere near the water. I would dip. I wouldn't go past my ankles. But if it's in water, like up here, if it's in water that uh, is rushing in and it's really heavy and then it just splashes down, like maybe I've seen too many videos of killer whales and sharks follow right in. And I'm just saying, it's crazy. Unless I can see, like my toes, you ain't getting me no deeper. Because I think it's crazy. There's too many things that'll kill you out there. And I got a long life I want to live. Man, is it windy up here in New Hampshire. The wind is just howling. I'm watching the trees just go crazy. I hear there are, well, maybe not, maybe tonight, thunderstorms coming. I haven't had a good thunderstorm. You only get it like once every couple of years. But yeah, there's lots of things that you tell. I tell you, when I was a little kid, I distinctively remember my Nana telling me we had a blizzard up here. I think it was 78. And it was a blizzard where they caught people off guard. There were like 6-foot drifts of snow. The whole state shut down. no work, no mail, nothing. And you had to walk everywhere with your sled to go get some milk or bread or whatever. It was pretty wild. Um, but right then, she told me, and I don't know why I remember this. She goes, "You watch when Florida, I don't know how the weather's gotten, has it changed out there in the weather? Because she said Florida is going to be the weather up here, which I hate to say it, I'm loving not having snow. Every single year, there's less and less and less snow, which I'm fine with. I really am. Way up in the mountains, still have snow, but around regular places, nothing. And I'm fine with it. If I did not, if I did not have any more snow for the rest of my life, I'm good. I'm good. Even on Christmas, because when I was growing up, there were 4 months. If I'm thinking, yeah, November, December, January, and February were the worst. Those 4 months, solid snow. Now, we're lucky if you, in higher elevations, you might get some snow by Thanksgiving. But where I am right now, we're lucky if we see any snow right after Christmas. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah. And as you get older, like I have a single lady, don't know, woman with kids, single guy, me, husband and wife. And it's weird. When I do my snow blowing, I'm pooped. I can't do anymore. And it's my age. I understand that. I can still get out and do my thing. And but I feel bad because the lady next door across the street, I don't even have the energy to help her. I wouldn't even ask if I could help her because I don't want to kill myself. So I feel bad. It's like everybody's kind of on their own, and thank God there are young people that come around, but not like it used to be. You don't see the young kids with shovels walking around and hey, you need this, you need that for a few bucks. That doesn't happen anymore. Man, how times have changed. But yeah, man, how an hour goes by. Unbelievable. Oh boy. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Lisa, awesome. Thank you for talking, spending some time with the old guy. Um, I'm going to say it's weird because I'll be working my part-time job. So possibly by possibly my next me, I'm talking about me. Possibly the next live will be on Saturday at noon because I'm working part-time job both days. So I don't know. I have to figure that out. It might be at like 10 or 11, something like that to get it out of the way. But who knows? But anyways, thank you. I know I'm not old, but I like to differentiate, we'll say. And watch for the posts. Check out whatever you want to check out of mine. I told you the links and this and that. Everything's in the post. And I'll see you here next week. Stay safe, get some exercise, and stay healthy. Thanks, guys.